Woo! Hey everybody, Trampagne here, and for this video, I'm out of drag. Or am I? No, I am. Today, we are going to be blocking down the brows and creating new ones. In all my other makeup tutorials, I block my eyebrows off of camera because it's quite time consuming. So this is going to be a little video just showing you how it's done, and I'll place them on the cards of all my other videos, so if you want to watch, this is the video to watch. I feel like I said way more than I needed to there. And I had never planned to do this video, but I was looking back the other day on old pictures of myself when I first started doing drag, and my eyebrows, well, take a look for yourself. As you can see, I could have really done with a bit of guidance, should we say. Now, although there are many other tutorials online for how to block your eyebrows, my Italian heritage means that I love food, I drink wine for breakfast, and my eyebrows are quite heavy and thick and abundant and dense. And there's not a lot of videos out there that showed me how to block them efficiently. It was all trial and error. But now, I'm going to provide you with how to do it. So if you're someone who has strong eyebrows that need blocking, or you're just interested in the whole process of how it happens, then I got you sorted, girl. Okay, so first things first, we got to make sure everything is out of the face, so say goodbye to the sparkle. So, first things, what I do is I make sure my eyebrows are as dry and removed of moisture as possible, because if there's any moisture in there, no matter what you do, they are going to pop out of the glue. But once you've done that, you get some Elmer's purple washable school glue. A lot of the drag queens use this. It's brilliant, it does the job, regardless of how dense your eyebrows are. I often get asked, why don't I just shave my eyebrows off? But that is a commitment that I am not willing to make. I'll walk around town looking like the Instagram egg. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Get the glue. It would help if I didn't use dried up glue. I've done fuck this up. Take 2. Get a fresh, non-dried up purple Elmer's washable glue and apply them to your eyebrows. Luckily, they come in packs of 3. So yeah, you make sure they go on nice and smoothly, and you just go right in with it. And you want your eyebrows to kind of look like this. And then I use an eyelash comb, and yes, this is a thing apparently. People brush their eyelashes. But not me, I'm gonna brush my eyebrows. I'm brushing up in a diagonal motion because I've tried it where it goes straight up, and I tend to find it being on diagonally works best for me, but I think that's because I apply my makeup over it in a diagonal manner. I've also glued them directly down, but I find that they don't sit as well. So yeah, diagonal for the real deep, dark, dense eyebrows is the way forward. All the way diagonally. Shut up. And once they're all up, I get my finger and I press with a lot of pressure in the diagonal way, just to smooth everything down, get it flat. You want to press so hard you give yourself a migraine. Once you are happy that the majority of the hairs are flat down to your skin, it's now a waiting game, and you have to wait for this layer to dry. I usually wait about 10-15 minutes for it to dry completely. If you have a hairdryer with a cool setting, that will speed up the process considerably. So I shall be back. So now that I'm happy that my first layer is considerably dry, I can start working on my second layer. However, do not go onto your second layer until that first layer is completely dry, or else it's just not going to work. For my second layer, I'm on liquid glue. And licking it helps blend that top layer and that bottom layer into one cohesive piece, as opposed to if I find when I put it on dry, it becomes like a big congealed mess. And do not worry, because this is non-toxic, so it ain't gonna hurt you. But if it does hurt you and you die, you did not hear this from me, delete your web browser, because I've done such a good job of keeping my ass out of prison up until this point. Thank you very much. Guess what we gotta do now? We gotta wait. Okay, so once that second layer is dry, what we're going to do is we're going to get some setting powder, and we are just going to push real hard against the brow, just to take any lingering moisture away. Leave that on for a moment or two, and then wipe away any of the powder. Now that your eyebrows are successfully blocked, we can go on to cover them. I'm using a Max Factor pan stick because it is very thick and very efficient for the undercoat in covering the eyebrows. So I definitely recommend getting something really, really thick, a thick concealer or a thick foundation. And I'm just going to apply it in that diagonal way because I don't want to lift any of the brows that I've just spent half hour blocking. Then once you've got a really, really generous amount on, you get your brush and in the same diagonal manner, just spread that all over. Once you think that's evenly spread, you go back with the setting powder and you set that entire layer of the pan stick. Give it a moment or two, and then brush the powder off. Then what I do is I go in with a really light pan stick, and I just do all over my brow bit, like so, including as if you have a monobrow. And then you get a beauty blender. Please ignore the state of my beauty blender, I am a tramp. And then you just pound your head some more, why not? I told you need to get a migraine for this to work. And we just blend all of that in. And then you know I'm going to tell you to set it. Pretty much in between every layer, set it. Okay, so now that your eyebrows are successfully blocked and covered, it's time to build new ones. I use a nice slim line brush of any brand. I ain't fancy like that. And then I get a dark contour. I'm going to be using the Technique foundation stick in the colour coffee for my eyebrows today. And I get a nice decent amount on the brush. And then what I do is I look at where my natural brow is, and I go right to the bottom of the inside of the brow, and that is my starting point. However, instead of following my natural brow line, I am going to go up in a more severe diagonal way, so it will end up about there. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so once you've got that line, you repeat it, but now I'm going to start at the top inner part of my natural brow, and I'm going to do that same diagonal motion again. So you want the lines to run parallel with each other just until the top bit where you bring them to meet. And then starting from the top line, you just then quite severely bring it down in a diagonal motion. And then when you're quite happy with the base shape, you literally just colour in your new eyebrow, but only till about halfway. And then once you've done that, you get a dark brown eyeshadow. I'm going to use a simple collection today, and we are going to go over what we have done with the eyeshadow, and it's just going to help set it in place and really make it pop. Now, as you can see, I've actually only taken the eyeshadow up so far because as I was doing it, I realised I didn't want them as thick as I had initially drew them on, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because then I can show you how to correct any mistakes. Going back with the fair pan stick, you get another thin brush, you apply a little bit, and then you literally just go along the line and correct any mistakes that you think you may have made. For me, I'm just going to make these brows ever so slightly thinner. And then I'm just going to do the same process on the bottom line, just so everything is clean and crisp and sharp. Okay, once you've cleaned it up, just on the inside, because natural brows, they tend to darker and denser as they go along. So I'm just going to get a lighter brown, and I'm just going to go fill in this bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit of detail. Now, my aesthetic is very hood rat, banji, girl from the streets kind of vibe. So I like to put a couple of slits in my brows. And what I do is I just go back with that fair pan stick, just create a couple of slits. And to add a little bit of detail to the beginning of the eye, I'm just going to add a little tiny slit halfway down the inner bit of my eye, literally millimeters from the beginning. Okay, I added two, zoom in. And just because I'm getting a bit carried away with myself and I am a drag queen, I'm just going to add a bit of glitter. And there you go, finally, I've done an eyebrow blocking tutorial. I really hope that this has helped you, or at least satisfied your curiosity. And if you have any tips that you think that could help me improve my brow game, please let me know. And for those that have already mastered the art of eyebrow blocking and creating, what do you find the most difficult bit? Let me know. And also, I feel like my channel is finding its little legs finally. So please help along the way and subscribe and share and like and comment, and it will be amazing. Anyway, this was an unscheduled side video, so videos continue as normal on Tuesday. So I will see you then.